The Marriage Plot is a book about, to a large extent, about how books have influenced our behavior, even after a time when some of the social conditions have changed. And that's why the epigraph of the book, or one of them, is the La Rochefoucauld quote about people wouldn't fall in love unless they had heard love talked about, which is kind of the inspiration for the whole book. How does reading about love affect the way we fall in love today? It started with a line that is now on page 19 of the book. Madeleine's love troubles began at the time when she was when the French theory she was reading deconstructed the very notion of love. That was the sentence. I'd been working on another novel for a couple of years about a family having a party, and the characters in the Marriage Plot were involved in this party, but as I began to write Madeleine's story and I got to that line, I was kind of off to the races, and I started writing about her college life, semiotics course, her boyfriend troubles, the other boy that was in love with her, and I realized that I had another novel on my hands that actually wasn't part of the novel that I'd started, so I had to cut them in two. I was fairly old when I first read Lolita. I was in college, and my professor at Brown, John Hawkes, was an admirer of Lolita and just started talking about it. And so I think I probably read it sometime around 20 years of age, and then reread it often through my 20s, and had a big effect on me. He was, probably my favorite writer for most of my 20s, and still one of my favorite writers. Do I continue to read him? Yeah, I do. Actually, one book of his that I haven't read is Panine, and I was just, I don't know why, and I was just reading that just now, in fact. Someone gave me the Modern Library Nabokov, so I was reading that for the first time. I've read a lot of his early books, the books in German as well, so I don't know why that one has escaped me. And I love the phrase that at the beginning where he's called ideally bald. I thought that was something to shoot for. So I've been reading that. The pressure is trying to write another book and trying to do the best you can with it. And people used to ask me with Middlesex, did you feel pressure after the Virgin Suicides to write Middlesex? Your second book is always supposed to be the hardest to write. And now they say, did you feel it after the Pulitzer and Middlesex? But I didn't notice that affecting me. It's the same level of despair and same level of excitement writing each book.